Managing OT risk across an enterprise starts here. Every site assessed continuously and automatically from a single platform. Each site is defined in business context, location, sector, and regulatory framework, so assessments reflect the organization. The site model is built from a digital image of the network, an ICID report, a raw traffic capture, or third-party detection and vulnerability management integrations. No new sensors, no agents. The operational network is never touched. Impact and criticality are set according to business and operational priorities. Safety, production, and quality per zone, together with tolerable risk and target security levels. Controls already in place are captured, so the baseline reflects the site's true starting position. From here, CIARA builds the model. Real OT traffic becomes a full model of assets and topology. From this model, CIARA calculates the site's initial security status. Every assessment starts here: zone risk, device exposure, and compliance status in one view. Security level targets are set per site against IEC 62443 with budget and implementation ownership. CIARA calculates the levels achieved and the remaining control gaps. Each required control carries a status, a cost, a timeline, and an owner tracked quarter by quarter. The decision engine sets the action per device. The 5 dimensions: accessibility, exploitability, existing controls, external threat, and criticality. Exposure weights adjust to the organization's focus, from compliance-driven to threat-driven, with thresholds set by the user. Profiles can be switched to compare scenarios. Exposures are generated per device, each backed by real network evidence. For this device, an actively exploited vulnerability from the known exploited catalog, a high likelihood of exploitation in the near term, and a known high-severity vulnerability. Each exposure comes with an OT-safe mitigation step. A device with critical exposure priority, recommended for immediate handling, located in a critical, targeted, and unprotected zone. This device runs a legacy Windows 2000 system, so patching isn't possible. Compensating mitigations are required. The critical exposure is reachable from the Internet, with evidence of communication to 8.8.8.8, unauthorized traffic leaving the supervisory zone. The recommended mitigation is to remove the device's direct path to the Internet. Access is then restricted to a single approved source. Next, we simulate blocking that external communication to see the effect on the device's exposure score. We disable the external connection and start the risk analysis. CIARA then recomputes the device's exposure across every parameter and the overall site risk. The updated exposure is ready in seconds. A significant reduction in accessibility moves the device from immediate action to the next maintenance window. CIARA's threat intelligence scores each threat group's relevancy and capability for this specific site. Groups outside the sector and region are weighted down. For Sandworm, every technique is mapped on the MITRE attack framework: fully mitigated, partially mitigated, or unmitigated per device and zone. Reports cover compliance, readiness, assessments, and executive summaries. A structured assessment flow from zone partitioning to detailed risk assessment, an executive report, and a NISTU report, each generated on demand. For hands-on security projects, the Assessment Data Workbook exports everything to Excel: assets, zones, controls, vulnerabilities, and the evidence behind each exposure, with editable tables for policies, procedures, and training. One workbook carries the complete site assessment, with every calculated value available for review. The planning tool is built for management to evaluate security investments before they are funded. In this example, a password policy and a network segmentation project. The simulation returns the risk reduction, here from 66 to 47%. Comparing projects this way shows where the impact is greatest and what to fund first.